Welcome, everyone, to Studio Time Episode 4. Today, we will be having our first guest, and we were very excited about it. This is going to be a very important guest to us. He is a photographer, a videographer, a director, and so many other things. As long as it's creative, he's involved. So,
yeah, big.
I want to welcome JER Media, otherwise known as Jacob Rakowitz. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely just completely bent over in front of the camera, by the way. For sure. Full moon right there, brother. Everything.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
I thought the full moon one was supposed to be till next week.
Should have got the crack out.
But yeah, so.
What's up? How you feeling?
I am tired.
Yeah?
I've done nothing all day awaiting this grand moment.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I feel that. Every time that I got something big coming up, I just postpone everything that I need to do. So.
Yep.
We're on the same wave,
10
brother.
out of 10.
For real.
So, we got some simple stuff to start out with, and I think I texted you about this.
I don't remember, but yes.
So we wanted to start with 2 truths, 1 lie.
Oh, yes.
Just icebreaker.
Yes.
Quick little icebreaker.
Yeah, and then we'll do some questions too.
Yeah, I did not give any thought to it. I completely forgot about it.
That's fair.
So, 2 truths, 1 lie.
You don't have to start.
Are y'all going to do it? Yeah, y'all going to do it with me?
I think we all get to do it once.
So y'all go first.
Okay.
Let me think of mine.
Do you have one ready?
Yeah. So I cut myself 2 days ago while shaving. I also lost a shoe 2 days ago while I was in the shower. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but I came out the shower, it was gone. And then for my last one, I haven't had a soda in a month.
Jacob?
I'm going to go with the first one you said is a lie.
Wait. You're supposed to say yours first, right?
Yeah. We all say ours, and then...
Is that what it is? Or
we all say it?
Or we guess
I think so.
We all say ours first?
I think that.
No, I think he's right, actually.
Oh,
Now that I think
okay.
about it.
All right.
Yeah, he's right. You're wrong.
Okay. I
think the first one's I think your first one's a lie.
I think my first one's a lie?
Yeah,
what was
because
my first one?
That you
Cut myself while shaving.
While shaving 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that one is the lie as well.
So you're both unanimous.
We're both in agreement, yes.
Yeah, both
It was
agreement.
the second one, bro.
I thought that was too I was like, how could he even make that up? I was like, he lost his shoe while he was in the shower.
Taking a shower, yeah.
Like, how do you make that up? So I was like, no way he lied about that.
Yeah.
I thought, honestly, dude, I completely lost that one because of me saying that.
No,
I thought that I was like, I'm
It
cooked.
was too wild. It was too wild to not be true.
Well, that's the only one that you did that on.
Yeah.
So that, to you, that makes sense. But we did not catch it. We were just like, oh, yeah, that's probably right. It's Chad.
Well, it's because both of y'all were looking at me like, how do you even lose a shoe while you're in the shower?
I thought you lost it in the shower. Like I don't know, it went down the drain or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, no, I agree with y'all though. You're right. I guess it makes sense to me.
You finessed it. You won. You took the W on that one.
Yeah. All right, you go.
I wasn't even ready. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not either. I won't be ready when you get to me either.
Dang.
My first grade teacher's name was Miss Debbie.
That's so specific, bro. There's absolutely no way I'm gonna be able to figure this one out.
I dyed my hair green, blue, and bleach blonde on different occasions. And I don't even know. Oh, this is so difficult. I can't even think of another one. I should have thought more about it. I was tested for dyslexia, but I was only a few points above not being dyslexic. So
Okay.
I'm just
That one's
You
true.
cast your vote first.
Okay,
'cause
so
I know what I know what it
the
is.
amount of detail that's in the first two is astonishing. But I'm gonna go with the second one, the hair.
That one's true. Well, I guess
you
I
were
shouldn't have
supposed to
said
say
it.
it, but I already knew that one was true. It's the first one.
Well, I was just thinking if there's one detail
The
that's
first one's the
wrong
one?
that he said, then that could be wrong, you know?
Well, the thing is, we were literally like, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were going through his Snapchat memories, and I
Oh
saw
my.
all 3 of them, dude.
I couldn't even.
And I
was gonna
also
have to
knew
see
you
him.
when you did the bleach blonde.
Yeah,
didn't see
I did
the
the bleach blonde. I dyed my hair green right after graduation.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
need,
dyed my
need
hair
to see
blue.
this because I've never seen you with dyed hair.
No, I dyed my hair right after graduation, and then like right before I dyed it, I had bleached it, so it was bleach blonde, and then I dyed it, and then went back to bleach blonde whenever the dye went out. But then I also dyed my hair blue in like middle school for
Crazy.
a summer.
I had no clue. That's weird.
But
So-
you were right about the lie.
Yeah, the lie was the
It
first
is.
one.
That was my kindergarten teacher, not my first grade teacher.
Yeah.
See, it was one of those two that had all the details in it.
Because, dude, the third one was so funny, though, because I swear we literally just talked about that, bro. Like maybe before we did this podcast, I'm pretty sure
Maybe.
we just talked about it.
I don't know. I mean, I've mentioned it a few times. Like I always say that. Like I almost was dyslexic. It's like I was at that level, but I
I
just
believe
didn't,
that one fully.
But I just didn't get any of the help in school than all the other students.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I was with the like there was like a reading, like an extra, like you pull out your class and go with the reading class. Everybody there, it was like a reading and writing class, like a little group that they pulled you out to help you with it. I was the only one there that wasn't dyslexic. So like whenever they would go do the STAR testing, they would all get together before and practice, and then I would have to go back to the class, and they would all test together and get extra time. But I would just.
You were the only one.
I was the only one.
There's been multiple times when like we're trying to record like a song or something like that, and he's like, "All right, give me a week, I'll memorize it, then we'll come back."
I have to have a song memorized to be able to
I don't even think I can
to record it.
memorize
So I
it.
can't-
I would have to practice it and memorize it like a lot.
Yeah.
And then I would still have to have it in front of me. Like I'm taking a beginning acting
Man.
class this semester, and it's just like I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bad with memorizing, but like I still have it in front of me, but I also memorize them. Just because if I just like try to read them off of there, I read too slow for it to like for me to be able to rap it.
That's a
Yeah.
dyslexic part. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay. So now it's my turn. I have swept a roof.
Okay. A roof.
A roof.
Yeah, a roof. I got to think of two more things.
Okay, so that one's the lie.
The lie is always the easiest one, so that's fine.
I've been to 3 school dances
Okay.
in high school.
Not participated in, you just went to them, right?
Sure.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
present. And I like chocolate milk.
So I'm gonna cast my vote onto the school dances because we went to Bryan Collegiate. So I don't know.
There's
I
at
was
least
present.
there's at least one dance per year though, so it's possible.
At Collegiate? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
I
did
mean,
not know
homecoming?
that.
There's homecoming and then senior and junior year.
Oh,
there's
that's
prom
what you're
as well.
talking about. I thought you meant like dance recital. Never mind. I'm sticking with number one. Number one's
What do you?
the,
What do you?
number one's the lie.
I think number 3 is the lie.
Which one was number 3 again? I forgot.
That he likes chocolate milk.
Oh, okay.
Number 2 was the lie. So both y'all got it
We
wrong.
both were
come
wrong.
on.
That's
I've
tough.
only ever been to one high school dance.
I should have stuck with my gut.
And
dude.
that was senior year, and that was only because Alicia forced me to go because she bought a ticket for me, and I was like, I'm not gonna like be mean and not go because
yeah.
like she already bought a $60 ticket for me.
$60? That's crazy.
I don't remember
That's
how much
Mine
it
was only like 30, bro.
I don't remember
I
how
swear.
much it was,
Legion.
but it was like right up until like the date of the thing.
Oh yeah, and they like
Oh, yeah, at
like
the door.
increased the
They increased the
price.
value as you know
At the
yeah.
door,
Yeah.
yeah, it's insane. I don't know. Like collegiate, my senior year, we didn't even have a prom. I didn't.
Yeah.
We had a.
Oh yeah, because y'all are COVID.
Yeah,
we
we're,
had
we're
a
COVID kids,
dinner.
brother.
We
We're
had like
COVID
a-
graduates.
Yeah, we had like a senior dinner. I didn't even go. I was working at Cane's. And low-key, I think
Honestly,
they might
that
have
food
catered.
probably would've been
I think they
better.
might have catered food from Cane's.
Dude,
because we
most
got
people,
a massive order in.
Most people went to like if they did go to the senior dinner, after that we all met together. Like a bunch of my friends and I all met together from the collegiate, because I didn't go to collegiate and graduate. Like my senior year, I was at Bryan High. So I met with so many people right after they did the senior dinner, and we all ate at IHOP.
That stuff. I was cooking it up in the fryers, bro.
I'm pretty sure I texted you too and asked, but you were probably.
I was working, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even ask off for it. I wasn't even that worried.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, from what I hear, most people didn't even go to it. So,
Yeah.
anyways.
But apparently my name was called for like some kind of award or something, or like I don't know what it was, but I guess I could have won something if I
most
went.
successful dyslexic. That's what
That's
the award
crazy,
was.
bro. What is like most likely to be a rapper? Not just one.
What was
That'd be
y'all's, like graduation? Like I don't remember what y'all did for graduation. That was just the dinner.
It was the dinner, and they used to have the. It was like where they would like do a lock-in or whatever, senior night or whatever. But we didn't do that because of COVID. We had a picnic at the park.
Yeah, we didn't get to do the lock-in either.
Really?
Just
Dude,
a
they
picnic.
I think they just
they
stopped.
gate kept all of us, dude.
I think they just stopped it after COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I guess
I mean-
they just decided that because of COVID, kids can now go out and do drugs after graduation. That was like the reason for like that like senior night or whatever after graduation was to like stop kids from going and drinking. And
whenever I graduated, they did this big thing where like all the students would come, and a lot of people did it. A lot of people went and stayed and did. It was at I don't remember what the name of it is, but one of the trampoline parks here.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And then they like had pizza or whatever, and like did all that, and they had like prizes, and they did a raffle drawing every hour or whatever.
There's one time like during COVID where my my nephew had like or I guess it's my cousin. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. He had like his birthday party at Jumping World, and that like they required us to have masks while we were like jumping. Dude, it was the most awkward thing I've ever done in my life.
terrible.
I was in there playing dodgeball, getting absolutely destroyed by like kids half my age because they would hit like, dude, they were lethal, dude. I left with a bruise. I'm pretty sure I left with a bruise.
I actually,
But-
the altitude, that specific place, I actually have stories about.
For another time,
crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we'll bring you back on just for that, dude. So we can hear the
Just for
altitude
trampoline
stories.
park
Yeah.
stories. I've actually got a good amount of trampoline park stories.
Yeah. Have you made people cry by playing dodgeball at them before or no?
No.
No? Oh, well.
In fact, most of these stories don't even involve me.
Oh, really?
They're just
That's
like
funny.
my friends and whatnot. But
Yeah.
no, trampoline parks are like that's where everything goes down.
Yeah, man.
I know.
I barely survived, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, for real.
But like on graduation night, what I actually ended up doing was going to a hotel because my best friend had come into town because he lived a few hours away,
Right.
to be at the graduation. So we went to a hotel, swam around. The adults, had a few drinks or whatever, and I had changed into swim trunks or whatever. So like I left my pants, my jeans in the car, and they had my car keys and everything else in them. And so I didn't have anything the next morning because I stayed there at the hotel, and my mom and dad left and didn't tell me, and went to bed and didn't tell me.
So you had no
I
transportation?
Zero transportation, zero way of communicating with them because they were asleep, and they apparently don't answer the phone when they're asleep.
Yeah.
So the next
I mean,
morning,
I don't either, honestly. I don't.
the next morning, my friend had to leave at 6 a.m.
So you were just sitting outside the hotel.
No. So they dropped me off where my car was, and thankfully, this is one of those instances where I'm like thankful that I didn't lock my car because I was able to get in my car. I didn't have my keys or anything, so I couldn't get into the office, my mom's office, which is where the car was parked, which is what I would normally do. So I randomly had a Razor scooter in there from like a few days prior where I just wanted to scooter around. So, and by the way, I was in cowboy boots, swim trunks, a dress shirt.
That's
So
a hard
I
fit.
looked like a drunk college student.
Yeah. Fresh.
So I wheeled myself down University Drive and went to Panera Bread, and my brother happened to be in town and awake and whatnot. So he answered his phone and he came and got me. But that was like the dumbest experience ever.
Hey, at least you're not
Bro.
getting drunk.
Hey,
Doing drugs.
yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was fun though.
it's crazy. Like, you
core
just
memory.
Yeah.
that's your like first moment after graduation. Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah, like
on to my
literally
next
the
stage
next
in
morning.
life.
Yeah.
On my
I've
next
got-
stage of life, I'm in cowboy boots and swim trunks.
That's right.
Riding a Razor scooter down the busiest street in town.
Yes. It was
Hey,
great.
that's what's up, though.
10 out of 10.
Perfect,
Yes.
Well, if you don't mind, I do have a couple questions prepared for
bro.
you.
Yeah, I have some questions too.
I think you should start.
I
If
should
that's all
start?
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So, you've done some work on a lot of different things. But I know
Yes.
here recently you made your own short film
Yes.
or working on it at least.
Still in progress.
Still in progress.
Yes. Yeah.
When is it? When are you planning on it coming out? Or
I don't have much of a plan. It doesn't have any like sort of deadline or anything. I did it for my independent study for my degree, but
okay.
I've already passed that class. I've already moved on, so like it's done. I don't have any sort of deadline I have to get it done by. But the cut is done. The coloring is done. I have to do like 2 things with like sound effects that I haven't just gotten around to doing, and then
The music.
the
Yeah.
music, which Chad is gracefully putting together for me.
Yes,
So
sir.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a commitment.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I'm not lying.
well, it's really short, and I was thinking about putting together a watch party for like all the people that were involved in it, but like some people came from like Waco and Houston area, and I'm like, I don't want them to drive anywhere from like an hour to 2 or 2.5, 3 hours to come and watch a 4.5 minute film
yeah.
because
yeah, for
that
sure.
would just be kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Should do like a Zoom watch party.
Yeah. Yeah. There you
Nah,
go.
I'm just gonna put it up on YouTube. They could do their own thing.
Yeah, they
I
can
don't
figure it
need to
out.
see their faces.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna just put it up on YouTube. I might organize for the people back at SAM that actually helped me out. Most of my crew was from Sam Houston State University, so I might organize something for them
Yeah.
to do a watch party. But
Well, what was your favorite part of the process of it?
Hey, Jacob, could you just press the button on my Mac real quick? I want to make sure. Yeah, we're good. I don't know why I just randomly did that, dude. All right.
no, but favorite part, I would have to say getting it finally done because it's kind of a headache to do. But
That's fair.
I would say like the actual shooting of it was probably the best part.
Yeah.
There's,
Well,
I mean, there
in
was
relation. I'm
two-
sorry. Go ahead.
2 months of pre-production before we
Yeah.
actually shot, and then we had 2 days of shooting, and then now we're doing post-production, which is really relaxed and chill. We're just kind of just going along. We're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, in relation to talking about how much you enjoyed the shooting, I wanted to ask, considering that you like directed and with the people and things like that, you also didn't just direct the camera work; you did the camera work.
yeah,
And
so,
I wanted to ask, like, did you feel like you missed anything that you
Yes.
wanted to do because of that?
yes. No, I definitely missed some things like with the actors and being able to properly direct them as the director versus,
Yeah.
because I was running the camera. It was my own personal equipment, my own personal stuff. So like I was doing the camera work, and I was supposed to be directing, and I kind of slacked off on the directing part. The shots look great, camera work looks fine, but the actual actors, I could have used a little bit more direction in a few areas.
Yeah.
That I just didn't take the time to do because I
Yeah.
was worried about getting the next shot set up.
For sure.
So, that's one thing in the future. I would like to just have someone else direct it, even if I write it. Like I'm not directing it. I'll do the imaging. I'll
Yeah.
make sure it looks pretty. But
Yeah, I mean,
So you prefer being behind the camera rather than like
Yes.
directing? Yeah.
yes, very much so.
that's fair.
It's actually funny. That was one of my questions because you did some work for Live a Lot, right? Or no, sorry, not Live a Lot.
Yeah, it's the name of the
Remedy for
film.
Heartache.
Remedy for Heartache. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. So on that film, I did pretty okay. I mean, I wasn't like doing anything important. I didn't have any titles that were like really important, except for the DP that was actually the DP on that film wasn't there for I think one of the days of shooting. So I actually did shoot completely myself, like a few scenes.
Right.
but she did the rest of it. I kind of just helped out with moving camera stuff and being a grip. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but
Nope.
I just helped with lighting. I helped with moving camera equipment around, cords, cases.
When you say grip, it makes me think of the J. Cole song. I don't know if you've heard it.
I don't think so.
It's grippy. He actually says that. He actually says that in a song.
That's crazy.
Well, I wanted to pull up like a couple shots that I thought were like really, really beautiful from Remedy for Heartache, if you don't mind.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I wanted to ask you about
sure.
like the process of it and like, you know, how.
I'm willing to bet I know like a few of the shots that you're going to pull up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is this
that's
one of them?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is probably the most beautifully lighted
I
shot
know.
I've ever seen in my entire
It
life.
was so fun, and like our set, like it was an apartment, so like
Really?
like yeah. I mean, like we had a wall like this that was like what you see, like the edges of the frames are
Mm-hmm.
like the furthest we could go without like running into like a counter or a wall.
Yeah.
So like
Well, I thought-
we used up the full space as much as we could. There was also a couch on the right side, but
Yeah.
no, it was great. We loved that.
Well, I honestly thought that this was at like an actual studio set because as the clip plays on, there's another shot when she turns her head. I think it's about
Oh
right
yeah,
here.
no. Yeah, no. It's just like we just
right there. I was convinced
see that's the corner.
That's when I thought that was in a studio set. Was because when she turns her head, it looks like
So-
a completely like a canvassed wall.
Yeah. So the to the left of her after she turns her head
Mm-hmm.
is actually like barely out of frame, probably like centimeters away from where that is actually lying.
Yeah.
Is the countertop,
Yeah,
like the kitchen countertop, like bar type thing,
yeah,
So yeah.
dude, that's crazy. Y'all did
Dude, that
a
looks-
great job on.
I can't take full credit for that. I mean, that was literally everyone. Everyone was there that day. Everyone was working on it.
right.
So it was me and my friend William Hearn, aka Moth. So like we were just lighting it, doing fun stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't terrible to work with all those people. It was very fun,
Yeah.
very easy. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean I like it's a complete like immersion essentially.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And
Like
that was the idea because that was supposed to be like the advertisement for the Heartache Helpers or whatever.
right. Yeah,
So-
I never once in my life would have guessed that was at an apartment. So
Yeah, it looks so professional, but it's like
Yeah, we
it's in
tried
like a
very hard
studio.
to make sure that the light wasn't like harsh and it was, diffused correctly and everything. Like that's the one scene we tried like extremely hard on light.
Yeah.
That's also the only scene that we had full control of light. So
Yeah.
every other scene is, outside or near a window or, something
Right.
like that where we can't control all of the light. So yeah.
yeah, well,
That's
I think that's very impressive, and this one I think is just as, if not more, impressive because of the way you use focus in this scene. Is this you or is this?
I don't remember actually. No, I think that was Asia. She was on. Asia was the DP.
Okay.
But I think we actually had her in like a wheelie chair, like just the office chair, and she just had the camera on her shoulder on the shoulder rig, and she just moved forward a little bit.
Right.
So that was the whole thing right there. But yeah, we had to set focus, mark our finishing spot or our end spot on with tape, and then move back. And we had to slowly do it without her rocking too much. There's
Yeah.
still some rock in there, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a very impressive
I don't
shot.
remember if I got the credit on it, but I actually did the color for that entire film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did the post-production
Yeah,
coloring for it.
I think on because I was looking at the IMDb page that you were telling me about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I think you are credited in like editing or something like that, or maybe you're credited as
A
color.
colorist.
I don't know, something like that.
Grader.
Jacob Rakowicz is on IMDb.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So actually, if you have a pro account, which my girlfriend Tori does, if you put in your film and you put in all these people that were a part of your film and they don't have an IMDb, their own paid for account, it'll make their profile for them.
Oh,
But you can't do anything with the profile. I can't do anything with my profile because I haven't paid to go and do anything with it.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's how that works. So I mean, because they're not gonna like just have nobody credited because you're not on IMDb or whatever. So yeah, I had one before I even knew I had one. Yes,
That's what's
What a
up.
flex. What a
Yeah.
flex.
Well, I'm looking forward for when Live a Lot comes out, because then I'm gonna do the
Yes.
exact same thing. I'm gonna ask you about shots, and I know you did all of that one, right?
yes.
Yeah, all the camera work.
I did all the
Yeah.
camera work. I did all the post production except for the score. So yes.
Yeah, nice.
I also
Yeah.
did all of the writing, directing. I have other titles.
Yeah.
Like I have my Google Doc with like all my credits that I have to give myself.
That's
I have
crazy.
to.
I actually wanted to ask you a little bit more about Remedy for Heartache. So like there's shots. I wish I did clip it to bring it up, but the shots where when it's like zooming in on phones, like Maddie, I actually know her because she's the sister of one of my closer friends.
Sick.
So like there's multiple times when it zooms in like on her phone, and I was thinking about like every time that I've tried to like record anything on my phone, it's always reflecting some light that I don't want on there. So how do you even do that?
So we actually I'm trying to think of which shot you're talking about. Are you talking
There's
about
one in the hallway. You're in a hallway.
Yeah.
And I was fully expecting to have
So
it.
we didn't actually. So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I remember what happened. So we made the little intro, or I say we, the graphic designer that worked on the set for us, made the little intro for the video. That is the ad or whatever. So whenever it plays, we actually played that in real life on the phone. So it's not like we went in with a green screen or anything and like try to pinpoint it on there or use tracking or anything like that. Fancy editing was not a thing that we did with that at all.
Yeah.
And then we just faded in the advertisement thing. So we didn't have that. We just had the that and then the YouTube video or whatever ending. So it was just practically shot.
Yeah.
It was like, phone here, camera here.
Did y'all have to get like an anti-glare screen for the phone, or was
No,
it just?
we just made sure it was tilted where we could see it.
Nice.
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
It was just that.
So I'm
that
doing something
hallway.
wrong.
No fancy tricks to it.
I'm doing
John.
something very wrong.
This was also a hallway at school. So, all of the lighting was from above. And, it was, in certain spots or whatever, they have the big incandescent lighting. So,
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
I got a few questions too. One was like, with like your process of like being behind the scenes with like the movie production and stuff like that, and then also you doing your own. Does it make it harder for you to watch movies and like
100%.
not watch it through a director's like eyes?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, what's it like watching like stuff like very artistic movies like the Batman? You know what I mean? Or like
I actually haven't seen it.
Oh, really?
Damn.
What about
I haven't seen a lot of movies.
licorice pizza, something like that. I don't remember.
Nope, not seen it. I pretty much only watch movies that I want to watch. I'm kind of selective. I don't go outside of my box. I still haven't seen Dune 2, but that's purely because I'm going to make my girlfriend watch it with me. She hasn't seen Dune 1, and that's the whole reason that,
I
that
understand.
we haven't seen the second one. But I loved the first Dune. I like the fantasy type of films. In fact, I'm trying to write a short film that would be kind of along the same lines. But I need VFX for that, and I don't have the budget.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that'll ever get made, but I'd be sick if it did.
Do you ever see moments like in Dune 1 when I'm trying to remember the full scene, but basically these guys are like coming down from like a ceiling. They're basically, well, not ceiling, like coming down into like a hole in like this cave kind of area.
Yeah,
where they're very obviously on lines. Does that kind of stuff bother you, or is it more of just like something you notice?
Well, I think that they add sound effects and everything to make it like they're rappelling down. Like they.
Well, I think in the movie it just shows them floating. I could be wrong. Maybe they are repelling.
I don't think so, because that's a really, really big budget for them to miss something like that.
I don't know. Maybe.
That had to have been intentional.
I haven't watched
Yeah.
that movie, so I don't know.
So, and if they wanted to make them, hovering or whatever, floating down, then they would have done that.
Yeah.
I don't think that they accidentally left those wires in or anything. I think that was part of it.
Well, no, I don't mean like the wires were there. I just mean like you can see it in like the movement. Like you can feel the movement is like they're on wires.
Oh, well,
And
yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to know if like that kind of stuff bothers you or if
Not
if you just
really,
kinda,
because I mean, it's one of those things that, I mean,
like there's nothing you can do.
yeah, there's really nothing
Yeah.
you can do because of like safety guidelines and all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's nothing really you could do about that type of stuff unless you have someone sign their life away and jump down there.
Dude, actually, okay. This makes me think. Have you ever watched the old Mad Max movies?
No,
No. Okay. Have you seen the newer one or no?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't seen
So
any of them.
Mad Max is it's basically just car movies on steroids.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's all that matters. Right.
That's
There's a
essentially what I
guy.
got.
There's a stunt guy who has never been paid for any of the movies that he's worked on except the most recent one. Okay. And literally all he's done is crashed trucks, flipped and crashed trucks.
Okay, to be
fun.
fair,
That dude has
I would
survived.
do that for free too.
Listen,
That'd be fun.
that dude has survived and flipped 4 different trucks and survived every single time.
Well, I'm
What a
sure that the
G.
trucks are built for that. I mean,
Yeah, they
they
gotta
have
be.
an inner cage, inner roll cage, and everything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, it'd be kind of built like a NASCAR.
Yeah.
I mean, like they got the frame, a solid frame, and then they just have the shell over it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's kind of like that.
I don't know. I just think it's kind of crazy that.
But I would
mean, it's a
love to
known
have that
fact that
job.
he wasn't paid for that
Love
first.
that.
But that's crazy for not being paid for that, dude.
Yeah.
Putting your life,
Putting his life
in
on the
that
line.
danger.
Yeah.
Just because he likes flipping trucks, I guess.
I guess so.
But
So do you enjoy watching like more like entertainment like focused movies or like the more artsy like filmmaking skill movies?
You see, I think it's more like the entertainment side. The story is king. Like
Yeah.
that's important. So like I can't remember the name of it. It might be Oblivion. The one I can't remember even
The Elder Scrolls
story
game?
about it. But that one was such a good. Like,
have you ever watched
cinematography
Community?
that I loved that. What?
Have you ever watched Community,
Community.
the show?
I've seen tons of clips on TikTok
Okay.
about it, but no, I think I've seen like one full episode, and that was like the giant pillow fort one.
Okay, yeah, that's a fun one.
But that's about it.
I just want to know because I feel like Community is kind of like early levels of brain rot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's so funny, dude. I love that show. But anyways, so I wanted to ask, like, you've been taking photos for so long, like pretty much like probably like a year after I met you. You've been taking photos since then, right?
Professionally, 5 years. For
I'm
like,
counting your personal time too, because you did a couple personal time once for
yeah,
me too.
like
you know?
just for fun. I think it's been 6 or 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always been, taking photos of real estate because my mom is a slave driver. And she's a realtor, so she had to get her photos done one way or another.
Yeah, I understand. So like obviously there's a lot of like color grading, editing the photos and things like that. Do you enjoy like the color grading process when it comes to like making the films as well, or is it just like the
that's
photos
my
you
favorite
prefer?
part. In fact, if I could get a remote color grading job or just a color grading job, just doing nothing but color grading, I would be very happy.
Yeah.
I don't like editing, and I don't really like sitting at a desk all day, but
Color grading's the exception.
yeah, color grading is that exception. I would
Understand.
definitely color grade all day
Yeah.
if I could.
Do you want to get one of those like fancy controllers? I keep seeing them, dude.
I've thought about it just because I do now own the full version of DaVinci Resolve. I have all of the capabilities, all the things. You don't need that. You don't need the panel, all the control things.
But it makes it
That's
faster.
something to think about once I've moved out, once I've, started making a little bit of money, got my own place, got
Yeah.
my own, everything. So like that's not a priority at the moment.
Yeah,
But
I understand.
if I just had money, yeah, I would get one.
Yeah.
Dials.
So like, is it harder doing it for films rather than photos, or no? Is it
Yes.
essentially the same?
Yes, mainly in shots that like the lighting changes. So you have the keyframe, the changes, like you have to animate the changes in the color grade and the lighting
Right.
from this, if we went from this room into the next, that light is different from these lights.
Very different. Yeah.
So you have to change everything from that point to that point,
Yeah,
and make it
understand.
look smooth to where it's not,
Like
looking
jarring.
weird.
Yeah. I just put high contrast on my camera and hope. So
Well, I've got a little bit bigger of a camera. It's actually not that much bigger in size,
it's not,
but it's
it's
much
not about
heavier.
size, brother. It's not about size.
it's about the contrast of the motion
It's
or
about-
ocean.
yeah.
or
It's actually
whatever.
more about the lenses. The lenses is what does it, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's about the beholder.
I mean, I was low-key, dude. I've been.
Did you just wink at me?
No.
Yes, you did.
Well, I had another question for you. Since you've been like you said, you've been taking photos and stuff like that for like 5 years professionally and stuff like that, and then also with like all your experience with the short films and stuff. What are some like misconceptions you think people have about photography, and then also about like the creation of like a short film or pretty much anything, any production?
So, well, first off, there's a lot more that goes into it than you think. Like, less so with photography, but like whenever you're taking photos, I mean, you're trying to figure out the right lighting, the right angles, and like, especially if you're taking them with natural lighting, which is what I normally do. And you know that.
Yeah.
I like to use the sun. So it's just easier to expose. It's easier for my camera. If I do need a little bit of a bounce, I have a few 5-in-1 reflectors I use. But other than that, most of the work is actually in the back end and making the photos look even better or that next level. And I will say, I don't like Adobe programs, but Lightroom is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, he's basically sponsored by them, dude. You put me on Lightroom too, dude.
Yeah, I did. I told you to get the subscription. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't pay for or use any of their other programs. That's only Lightroom. And
Yeah.
I don't use Photoshop. I use an online version of Photoshop called Photopea. PEA. Like P, like,
Okay.
like that you eat.
Yeah.
.com. So that's what I use for my Photoshop, and it has pretty much all the same capabilities. You just have a bar of ads on the side.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
I
like
love me some ads.
that's what I use for photos. But yeah, for video, there's so much that you don't realize goes into it.
Yeah.
It's like even on the editing end, like I mean, I spent quite literally 4 hours making a 1-minute TikTok the other day because I was telling them before we started recording that I'm applying for this video editing job that's remote, and they closed their applications and they opened it back up, and they sent me an email with instructions as to like these are the links or whatever to get to these footages and audio, and you need to put it all together and make a TikTok out of it that's engaging and entertaining and informational, and give that to us, and maybe we'll give you an interview. So I did that for, I'm not even kidding, 5 hours.
That's
the
crazy.
day before yesterday. So
Yeah.
Crazy for a minute.
and that's for a 1-minute thing. But I took small little snippets throughout the entire 10-minute, like it was like a podcast setup, 10 minutes, because I had to get the pitch that this guy was pitching, and then also the feedback on the pitch, because that's like the whole idea. But anyway,
Yeah.
there's a ton of work that goes into it, especially on the post-production.
If it makes you feel any better, the video that he and I have been working on that I think I told you about beforehand, it still isn't out yet. And the reason why is because I'm 3 minutes in and it's taken me 2 weekends. I'm only 3 minutes in. Yeah.
See, I've kind of learned, especially within DaVinci Resolve, they have the tabs at the bottom, and I'm a very big advocate of DaVinci Resolve.
I use it too. It's awesome.
So like it has the tabs on the bottom where it has like the cut page, the edit page, the fusion page, the color page, the Fairlight page was their audio page, and then the export page. So it goes through all the steps of editing on the tabs at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like that's the entire reason for the tabs. Do I use those in that order? Not no, but hell no. No one does. I go straight to the edit tab to make like my timeline and to put everything together, just because it's easier. Like
Yeah.
you can actually.
Yeah, that's what I do
move
too.
things around.
I never use like the cut tab. I'd never use it.
Well, the cut tab is kind of the reason it's there is because that's technically linear editing.
Yeah.
So non-linear editing would be the edit tab where you can
Yeah.
layer things.
Yeah.
So linear editing is back with whenever they had film, like film strips, they would have to linearly edit them, put together the film with, the strips. So they had, big machines that did that. But that's essentially why
That's
they have
probably,
the cut
that's
page.
probably why I never use it, because I'm
Yeah,
like
I
not
can't-
used
I
to
can't
it at
stand
all.
it.
I'm like, I've never done anything like that. Like, so I'm like, I just go straight to the editing tab and just put all my stuff in there and make my timeline.
Yep, that's how I do it.
I use Filmora, but they changed to subscription plans, dude.
When
I got it, it was literally a one-time payment, dude. But I just like it because it's easy, dude. But now it's subscriptions.
I used to use it, and then I decided that I wanted to do more with color, so I changed to
Yeah.
DaVinci.
Yeah, DaVinci.
I just like Filmora because it's so easy, bro. Like like for a
use-
dummy like me, bro. Like it just makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I just use DaVinci because it's free.
I use the free version, like literally my entire everything up until like this project that we filmed. Like I wanted to be able to use the film creator that they just added on the studio version. So I bought it.
So is DaVinci like the new Pro or whatever? Is it like subscription or is it just lifetime?
It's just
It's a
one
one-time
payment.
payment.
That's nice. Did I hate the
pricey, I
subscription
think.
stuff?
It's like I think it's $300-$400. I don't remember. It's been-
Honestly though, like that's better than a subscription.
yeah.
No
But I mean,
matter what
it's
is
a-
better
if
than
you
a
have
subscription.
Apple computers, they do Final Cut. I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Although I don't use Mac. I'm a PC person, and I will stick to that to the day I die. I don't care if Windows, PC, all those operating systems go out of business. I don't care. I'm still going to stick by them.
No, I don't blame you, bro. I love PC.
It's so much more customizable. It's easier to work with. If there is a problem, you can figure it out faster, and it's like
Yeah, you don't gotta call.
Bro.
you
Okay.
can Google things about a PC. You if you try and figure something out about
You try to
a
fix your
Mac,
own Mac, bro. You're just
Bro.
gonna make it worse.
just go buy another one.
Yeah.
Dude, so obviously I have a Mac right there. That's what we're recording this on. But I do appreciate that. But the one thing I've noticed, bro, is on a PC, bro, you drag a file into a new file, it automatically sorts it in whatever way you already have it planned and stuff like that. On Mac, bro, it doesn't even put it in a grid. It just puts them in random spots and it drives me nuts.
That is
I hate it. I hate it when they're not in line. Oh my lord, brother.
No,
that
man.
hurts my heart, genuinely.
I don't know if this is a thing with Mac because I don't use it, but PC recently on their new updates, I think it's Windows 11. I'm not sure. It might be at 12 at this
Yeah,
point.
I
I
think-
don't know.
I think it's
Mine's not
11.
No,
making
it's still
updates.
11 right now.
But within the File Explorer, you can open up tabs at the top, just like a web browser, and you can go in between the tabs like that, and you can open up a tab of where you want to place items or whatever, and then open up another tab and
And you
find
can
those
drag it,
items.
and you can
just
separate
drag
the
it,
tabs as well.
Go over to the tab, it'll automatically open that tab, and then you just drop it, and it's
Yeah.
so amazing.
I didn't
I
even
think
know that
that's-
because I still
no,
open
it's-
I just open multiple file windows.
No.
Yeah, it's so
I
much
didn't know
easier
those
that way. I
tabs.
agree.
I have tabs.
But yeah, you can
I would
also
do that.
separate them if you need to as well. If you want to drag over files faster, dude, it's definitely the best thing that they put in Windows 11.
Whenever
I
they
agree.
did that, that was the same update where they kind of messed up all the UI, the user interface and everything. And it all looked really smooth and weird. Not like the Windows I was used to. I'm used
Yeah.
to it now. But at that point in time, I was like, ew, I don't like that. And then I
Dude,
saw
the AI is so funny. By the way, have you messed with the AI?
No,
The new
I
AI,
haven't.
dude, it's so funny, dude. There's one time when I asked it how do I get bitches, and it just showed me. It gave me a link to a random YouTube video with 5 views. It was so
amazing.
funny, bro.
That's beautiful.
That's the greatest thing I've ever gotten out of AI.
that's
dude.
great.
But anyways,
I have a little bit more of a fun question for you. So if you were if you were to see me and Chad, right? We're actors. What kind of character type would you cast me or
we're
Chad for?
typecasting right now.
Yeah,
by the
what
way.
type?
That's what we're
okay,
doing. We're
okay.
typecasting.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. What would you cast us as?
You would probably be a blue collar worker.
Okay.
like a lineman, you'd get out of your truck like with like high vis on and like be like a dick to someone that's like the main character or something. I don't know if you'd be the main character. You might be in some instances.
In a comedy film.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I got for you. Let me think.
I think the greatest compliment I've ever gotten is AJ's mom said that I have superhero hair. That's what she says.
You do have superhero hair. You would not be a superhero though.
I don't think I would either.
If you were, you'd be kind of like Shazam. Like a kid.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fair.
No, but I would say like a theater kid. But
I think
like
I could kill
theater
that.
kid that's like in college, because you're obviously older. You're not like a middle schooler. So like you'd be like you'd still be active in the theater, but like
Do
in
I
college.
get to be like a super weird kid? Like,
Oh yeah,
am I
like
Dax
a band
Flame,
kid.
or- Okay,
Like,
nice.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
like
talking
you
about.
have the brain rot. You laugh at the letter E. Like, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
That's what I
sir.
like.
That's
Yeah.
valid.
By the way, I just noticed the mustache look. You're killing it.
Oh yeah. I've actually done this for a while, but like every time I see you, like
It's grown out,
The
yeah.
rest of this has like met the same length as this.
Yeah.
So like I just trimmed it this morning, so it looks kind of fresh.
Yeah.
I did it just for
It
you.
looks good. It looks. I appreciate that.
You look great.
Okay, so do you have any more like legit questions, or do you want to just do something?
We can start doing some segments.
All right, bet. Now we've done the real stuff. Now it's not time to just mess around, bro.
now it's time to clickbait.
Okay,
yeah.
so I've got a segment that I've been planning, and I'm super excited about doing this because we have literally had this in our notes. We share a folder or a notes thing where we just mark down like segments that we want to do for our podcast. I've had this before we started the podcast. I knew I wanted to do this. All right, I'm so excited for this. It's called High or Low. So it's very simple. I give you both of y'all a fact, but one of you has to guess the number, right? And I'll ask the number, like whether it's a percent or like 6 out of 7 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And so one of y'all will, well, let's say Jacob for this first one, and then we'll go back and forth. It's kind of confusing saying Jacob, dude. We'll go with the kid.
Yeah, I'll be the kid.
The kid
I'm
will give me the number, and then you say whether you think that number's high or low.
Okay.
See what I mean? It's very simple. All right. So this fact comes from Adventurous Light 85 on Reddit, and it references a study from PLOS 1, PLOS 1. It's like a, I don't even know, dude. It doesn't matter. So there was a study on 60 different people's belly buttons. All right. There were 2,368 different species of bacteria with 1,458 species that were new to science. That's crazy, right? Already, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what the most interesting part to me is that they found rare bacteria that only thrives on ice caps and like thermal vents. All right. So, how many people do you think had that rare bacteria?
Out of how many people?
It was 60 people total.
60 people. 35.
All right. Do you think that number's higher or low?
I think
Or
that number.
Would you guess higher or lower?
I would guess lower.
You would guess lower? It was 2 out of 60 people.
That was way off.
I was thinking more like 10. Like,
So that would be 3.3% of them. But that's still a crazy number, though.
yeah.
I don't know why
That
so-
means that someone in this apartment probably has some ice cap bacteria on their belly button, bro. That's crazy,
It
right?
might be me.
Crazy.
Ain't no telling what's in my belly button.
Okay. No, this one. This one I'm also very excited about. All right. So this comes from the Cancer Council, which is an Australian organization. So there's a higher than average chance of getting skin cancer when you live in Australia. That's a true fact. What do you think the percentage chance of you developing skin cancer is there?
I'm going to go with. Gosh. 55.
55? All right.
I'm going to go lower. No way, 55% chance.
Really?
Lower.
Yeah, it's higher. It's 67%.
Oh my gosh.
Listen to this. That means
crazy.
every 2 in 3 people has a chance of getting skin cancer. It's higher for men too. 73% for men and 65% for women.
That actually kind of makes sense because like men work outside more.
Yeah,
Typically.
on average, yeah,
Typically.
on average. But dude, that blows my
insane,
mind,
dude.
bro.
That's crazy.
What is it in the U.S.?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's definitely lower than 67%.
That's crazy.
Dude.
Okay, so
I thought I had to just be scared of like big ass spiders or fucking snakes going
Now it's-
there. But
now
now
it's skin
it's
cancer,
the
too.
sun, bro.
it's all of them, dude. They're all coming after you in Australia.
Cancer.
Okay, so this comes from the foundation of, hold on. Yeah, this comes from the Foundation of Economic Education, and it references a story from ABC News. And you know how the news is, so take this with a little bit of a grain of salt. But the TSA is regarded as a very important agency for safety on airline travel and things like that. But on June 3rd, 2015, an independent party tested the TSA, letting their agents know that they were being tested beforehand. So they're already on edge and, trying to prove themselves. What do you think their percentage of failure was? Which one of y'all wants to give the number?
Him.
47,
Okay.
Higher.
I guess.
You think it's higher?
Yes.
The TSA 5 failed 67 out of 70 tests,
Yep.
which is 95.7%.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
That's crazy, right?
That's sad.
But like that's to be expected. I mean,
Dude, genuinely though, it's actually that's sad, man. Like they're supposed to be protecting people on
hey,
planes.
I'm not complaining. I want them to not be touching me all up and down, which they do pretty much every time. I don't
Everywhere?
know why. I don't know why. I don't know.
Including your
Maybe
nose
I just
square?
have a large amount of iron in me or something. But every time I set something off,
That's
every time,
interesting.
and there's nothing. I have
Yeah.
titanium, a small titanium bone that's this big in my ear.
That's
the
all it
inner
takes.
Ear, but it didn't go
Undress.
off up here. They do the wand or whatever. It's always in my groin area every
Robo.
single time, and like they do the wand, and I'm like, it's probably the zipper.
It sounds like they're trying to grab up on your crotch. Brother. I
So
think
they
that's what
pat
it
you
is.
down and everything. They don't like. They're not like cupping me or anything, but
Maybe they
like,
should. They wouldn't be failing 95% of the time.
maybe, yeah.
Okay, so this one, so someone actually posted about this. Of course, it's on Reddit again because that's where everyone goes. So this guy, his name is Shadow Dragon 132. He was flying from San Antonio to I don't even know how to say the place, New York. All right, for some work. And he missed the flight the first time, so he had to rebook. And he goes through TSA. He gets on the plane. Flight keeps getting delayed, so he gets canceled eventually. And then he just goes on to a different flight to Connecticut. He does his work in New York for I don't remember how long it was, but he does his work in New York. And then on his way back, the TSA stops him at the X-ray spot. And he thinks that it's going to be his snips, like electrical scissors, right? That's what he thinks it's going to be. And they pull out 8-inch shears that he had inside his bag.
What?
And get this. He had to have put that in there before he ever went on that trip. And on top of that, it was on the external like laptop section of his bag.
Oh my goodness.
So he's gone to the X-ray 2 different times, and they never caught him until the last time that he went through there.
That's crazy.
That's insane,
That's
bro.
insane.
That is a
TSA.
That's terrible.
But yeah. Anyways, I'm very happy we did that. I was
That's actually super concerning.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that with a Glock the next time I go to the airport. I'll flip.
That's a clip.
crazy. You're gonna be banned.
I'm gonna
dude.
test it out.
They'll never let you back on again.
Like, oh, I'm supposed to check this in?
That was actually something that they did tell him was that he has to check in the 8-inch shears or lose them.
Yeah.
So he could have brought them on anyways, dude,
It's crazy.
if you wanted
Yeah.
to. But yeah,
All right. Is that all you have for that?
yeah,
segment?
that's all I had. Well, actually, hold on. I do have one specifically for Jacob that I've had prepared for you. So I know you love riding bikes.
Yes.
but relatively recently, not like super recently, but you had an accident, right?
It was actually almost like in October. It'll be a year.
A year ago.
Yeah.
So you had an accident that what did it total your bike or was
Technically, so this is a Honda, so we got to take it with a grain of salt because Hondas are, they're the shit. But I could still drive it, still go through the gears. All the brakes were operational, everything. The only thing that was like actually, it was banged up everywhere. Of course, I mean it had scratches all over it. Paint was all,
Yeah.
But the front end of it, all of the lights were gone. So the indicators and the main light, so like that they were all gone. The one of the tail lights was gone, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Not that y'all are gonna check me, but yeah. So it was deemed totaled, which I'm okay with because I made money on the bike. I bought it for $3,000. I got about $4,000, almost $4,000 back from insurance. So, I made money on the bike. So I'm not like complaining or anything, because I wouldn't ride it even if it was banged up like that, But yeah, it was deemed totaled, sadly enough.
Well, so you and I talked about this, like, I don't remember when it was, but obviously you really want to get back on a bike,
Yes,
right?
I would love to.
Okay, so I have a percentage pulled up, right? And
goodness.
There's a study.
He's probably heard this percentage from his parents.
There's a study that that shows like a percentage chance of injury or death in a motorcycle accident. So for reference, passenger vehicles have a 20% chance of injury or death in an accident.
Whoa. Define passenger vehicle, because there's a back seat on a bike.
Okay, passenger vehicles are like 2-seaters minimum. All right.
With like walls and like
Anyways.
air conditioning.
Okay. What do you think the percentage is for motorcycles? Do you know?
I'm gonna go with 85.
High or low?
I'm gonna say that's higher. I'm gonna say it's higher than that.
It's probably higher.
It's a little bit lower. It's 80%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so like, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be someone that's like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Honestly, I think it doesn't really matter as long as you enjoy what you're doing.
Beat that 20%, baby.
Well,
What does that like ever go through your head or anything like that?
not
Or
really. Because like I am much more safer on a bike. Like as far as my own driving goes, I'm very much more aware of what's going on. I don't get on the bike unless I'm like in the right state of mind to do that. I mean, like you're not supposed to get on the bike if you can't ride, or if you're too tired, or if if you've had any small amount of alcohol, you're not supposed to get on the bike. I don't drink, so that's not really a problem for me. But I just want to throw that out there. But no, I don't know. I enjoy it.
yeah,
I know that like every sparrow that falls to the ground and is dead is all part of God's plan. So I'm gonna die whenever God wants me to die, and that's final. Like I don't get to choose that.
yeah.
You don't get to choose that. It's when so it's not my decision. So I'm not really super worried about that. I know that if it happened, my family would be obviously devastated.
yeah,
My girlfriend would be. And in my current plans is not to have a bike for a good bit. I probably won't get a bike until, let's see, I'm 20 now. It'll probably be 10 years before I get a bike.
okay,
Just because, I mean,
Honestly,
I'm
that's
gonna have
probably
to move out, eventually get married, all the things.
yeah, I understand.
That's fair.
I won't have kids though, so who knows? It might be earlier.
That's fair. But I'm pretty much like the same. Like I want to get a bike, but it's
so
like
fun.
way later on. Like it's just like right now.
I know exactly what I'm going to get for my next bike too.
Yeah. What are you gonna get?
I'm going to get a CBR 600RR, a Honda, of course. And after that one will be a Honda CBR 1000RR Fireblade. Because
Yeah.
vroom vroom.
He already knows. You already know. I want like a cruiser. I don't really want like a.
I mean, I had a cruiser. It was very nice. It was very like definitely something you should learn on. Don't get a sport bike, especially anything above 500 cc. Don't get a sport bike as your first bike because that's just a little much. But my next bike, I would definitely want it to be a 600 cc sport bike.
One of my coworkers, he doesn't work with me anymore, but he got one of those sport bikes, the ones that are like meant for like off-roading and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he never got it registered because it's an off-roading bike. And one time he was driving because he had to drop off some stuff for us, and on his way home he got pulled over. He lost that bike.
Okay, I will say this.
Tough.
There are tons of people, and I used to be in a group in Huntsville that, there's 70 people in the group.
Yeah.
I recently left because I finally realized that I'm not going to be getting a bike until 10 or 12 years later down the line. So I'm not in the group anymore. But when I was in the group, we had about 80 people. And we would go on rides with 30 people. 30 people on bikes is a lot.
Yeah.
Like whenever you actually see it.
Yeah.
So I forgot where I was going. What did you originally say?
I don't know. I forgot to.
His coworker got pulled over.
Yeah. So like half the guys there don't have licenses to ride the motorcycles, and half of them don't even have plates on their bikes, so they're not registered either. And most of them don't have insurance. I had all three. Just want to throw that out there. And I will not be specifying which group I was in, but
Snitch.
most people that ride bikes don't have any of that stuff, especially the ones that have like the higher CCs. So like if you have a 1000 cc sport bike, you can get away from the cops really easily. Actually, it's actually kind of.
I've heard like a lot of times they don't even try. Like they just
No, they don't.
Well,
they don't try because they don't want to pursue, because if they pursue, they know that you're going to go 250 miles an hour and crash into the back of someone's minivan. So a lot of the times they won't pursue. If you take off, they're not going to pursue.
Yeah.
But
I've also heard that in Houston they started like for just everyone, they're marking down plates and they're like tracking down those vehicles now when they catch them speeding, because it's too dangerous for them to pursue even just normal cars.
Oh yeah.
Because Houston's
I
just
speed
constantly,
and like I'm actually so glad that I don't know if they outlawed any sort of speed cameras now that I'm thinking about it, but I'm so glad that they outlawed in Texas the red light cameras, because I've ran a few red lights. I have been caught for one, and I've gotten a ticket for one, and I paid that and got it off my record and everything else. But
yeah,
I ran a lot of red lights in my.
I honestly, I didn't know that was a thing. I thought.
Yeah, no, they have the little cameras up there, and like I know that in California. I know in some parts of California, those are still active. And if you run through a red light, it'll take your picture and it'll send you a ticket.
They used to.
In the mail.
They used to here in Texas, but they
outlawed
not anymore.
it.
Yeah.
But there are still there's still
I'm running
traffic
so
cameras.
many red lights now.
Yeah, there's still cameras. So if you ever get in an accident, they can pull up that camera.
Yeah.
Or if a cop catches you, they can pull up the camera of you running a red light. But it doesn't take pictures like they used to.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry. I just wanted to ask because we talked about it before, but like I didn't know the percentage until.
Oh yeah, well I mean like the whole thing, like the whole saying, and within like the biker community is, it's not if, it's when you eventually crash. And I mean I've like before I wrecked my bike, and by the way I didn't like do anything dumb and hit a family of 4 or anything. I hit deer at midnight, so that was my main thing. Was that was doing wrong was driving at such late hours and by myself.
Do you wear like proper like protective gear?
Oh, for sure. I had a $600 helmet on that saved my life. So yes, I do. And I also had a leather jacket on, and these not these. I thought I was wearing my other shoes. They're like my most comfiest shoes ever, but they were in the wreck with me. They actually popped off because they're like loafers. They're moccasins. That's what they are. So they don't have any laces or anything. They just kind of popped off.
Came off.
Yeah. So they're pretty nice, but
yeah. Well,
I have a segment for us to do. We did it in I think our last episode of the podcast.
Okay.
But it's siblings or dating. And I gotta give credit again to the same Instagram that we used last time that had all the pictures because I just stole them from that again. But I got a good one for the first one.
Your phone is so small.
Siblings are dating.
Throwing shade out here over the SC.
Hey, calm down. Calm down.
Wait, there's 3 dudes
Wait,
there.
let me see it.
Siblings are dating.
Bro,
I'm going dating.
there's no way. There's siblings, bro. They have to be siblings.
Is that what y'all locking in?
If they're dating,
I'm going dating.
I'm going siblings.
Dating.
If they're dating, how?
Dating. Let's go.
Dude, that's definitely the same guy I just photoshopped.
That's
over.
what I was thinking.
Dude, they definitely faked that, bro.
That's
There's
crazy. I've seen
way.
no. I think I've seen a video of these guys.
They're
No,
kind
I've
of
seen like a video. No, calm down. Calm down.
what you
Not that
watching
kind of
over
video.
there?
Not that kind. I think it was a video like that was like an actual video of like the siblings are dating thing. It was like they actually were there, and yeah,
That's crazy.
it's crazy. But yeah, Chad, I can't believe
No,
you
dude,
thought-
they're not even siblings or dating, bro. That's definitely they're just photoshopped.
Yeah, it
dude.
just looks like
no, it's
They're all
not,
the same
bro.
person, dude.
That's
It
not
kinda
the
does
same
look like
person,
that.
bro. They
It's the
look
same
totally
person,
different.
but they were like, yeah, let's put a mustache
All
on
right,
this one.
I got another one.
Put
I
a
got another
tattoo
one.
on this one.
Another one for
Okay,
y'all.
sorry.
I'll show him first.
Okay, I think that they're siblings.
I think they're dating. I'm
Okay.
gonna stick with dating.
I'm going siblings because
and
of the eyes.
Look, here's the reason why I think they're dating. It's because they're doing the head
because some people are
on
weird.
head
Some
thing.
people are weird like that.
That sounds weird out loud, but that's why I think they're dating, bro. You think it's the eyes though? I mean, the eyes definitely do look a lot alike.
They have
but,
very
like,
similar features.
They do have very similar eyes and really big teeth. They got some fat teeth.
They some
But
British people.
they probably are. They look like it. But they're dating.
Let's
Dang.
go. All right,
Y'all,
I'm
y'all
one
are
for
one.
two.
Yeah,
So
y'all are
we're
1-1.
1 for 1.
Y'all 1-1 right now.
All right,
All right. Here's another one for
we're getting
you.
competitive now, dude.
Siblings are
I
dating.
saw
I'm gonna go
for-
siblings.
I saw for a
I'm
split
sticking with
second, is that-
siblings.
Mm,
For the exact opposite reasons from the first one.
I think they're dating as well as the chin, bro. I mean, siblings. Sorry.
Y'all
siblings.
are
I think
both
they're
going
siblings as
siblings?
well.
Yeah, we're both going siblings.
All right. They're dating.
Dang it.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are both wrong, bro. Y'all can't be.
Yeah,
taking
Jacob.
notes.
I think it's a good thing that you're doing it this time because, dude, the last time we did it, it was rough numbers wise.
Yeah, I was getting all of them wrong.
I think you got what two of them right.
All right, here's this one.
Oh my gosh, they have to be dating.
Let me see it.
I'm gonna go with siblings though,
me
just
see.
because I got a gut feeling that I'm wrong.
That also looks photoshopped to me. I'm gonna go siblings as well. That looks so much like.
Oh, sorry, the screen went dark. I don't
No,
know if
you're
you
good.
guys
I agree.
did it.
I think they're siblings.
Yeah, they're siblings.
Okay, so we got
Very
now we're
weird,
2
bro.
for 2.
It is a weird one. I
We're
can't.
2
I
and
can't
2.
lie.
Yeah, that's like that one. Like, you could definitely tell they're trying to trick you, but like
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's what I've been looking out for. I've been trying not to get tricked. That's what
this
tricked
one,
me on
like
the
I
first
feel like
two,
there's
or the
really
second two.
nothing. I feel like there's really nothing to give it. I feel like that's like that could be either or.
That one is very close. That
It's
could
very
be either one.
difficult. It's
I think I'm gonna go with dating.
That guy on the left looks like a
Almost
guy
looks
that
like
I
William.
knew. You remember?
yeah.
He looks a lot like.
him.
I think. Oh, that one's so hard, dude. I think.
Yeah,
What
that's
did you
what I said,
say?
it's
I'm
hard.
going dating.
Okay, I'm gonna go siblings.
All right, drum roll. They're dating.
Oh,
Let's
come
go.
on now. Is that the
3 to
last
2,
one?
baby.
Yeah, he won.
That's so lame. Well, actually, hold on. I got one ready.
You got one already?
Yes, I have. Okay, so look, we did prepare 2 separate ones for this.
Okay.
But I think I'm only gonna do one for me. What do you think? Siblings are dating?
I swear, you
Yeah.
like show a picture of me and my girlfriend. That'd be
Bro, that's
You think it's siblings?
they look too
dating.
similar, bro. They gotta be siblings. It's the eyes, bro. They gotta be siblings.
eyes.
And also they're not like too close or nothing. I mean, like I feel like that's a sibling photo, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
I do it.
What do
Whenever
think,
you
Jacob?
brought it up, I knew that was gonna come up.
What do you think, Jacob?
And that's actually like a real hottie right there. That's like
Talking about the guy on the right?
Your sister?
You're talking about your sister like that? Bro, that's crazy.
I'm gonna firmly say they're siblings.
Alabama in here.
Oh, yeah.
I was really hoping Tora would be here because that would be even funnier.
Yeah, that would be really funny.
But yeah.
But anyways,
good.
I do have one other segment.
Okay.
I don't know if this will be the last one. I don't even know how much time we have. We have a good bit. But,
Yeah, we've been here.
I got one more segment. Do you have anything else?
Let me check. I do have one, but I'm not sure if we should do it or not. All
Okay,
right.
well, I'll do
Look,
mine.
I'll do one of mine. All right,
Okay,
and
that's
then
fine.
we'll see how we feel about it. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So this one's called True Meaning. All right. So
Wait, what?
True Meaning.
Oh, okay.
We're calling it True Meaning because I'm gonna be reading you lyrics from. I was hoping to find some rap songs as well that are crazy, but I haven't gotten there yet. But it's mostly metal songs. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna be reading you lyrics, and we have to discover
What the true meaning is.
the true meaning of them.
Okay.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. All right, here we go. This one's a long one, but just be ready, okay? Brothers, I am calling from the Valley of Kings with nothing to atone but about. Wait, hold on. About dark march lies ahead. Okay. I think I might have added a word there. Together we will ride like thunder from the sky. May your sword stay wet like a young girl in her prime. Hold your hammers high.
What is the hitting meaning?
So what do y'all?
They're going to war. That's all.
Come on, there's got to be some more meaning to that.
Like the Valley of Kings, I was thinking like, oh, this might be something like spiritual in some way and or religious in some way. But what?
They're going to. There's something going to war. That's all I know. Is it like? Is it the beef between Drake and Kendrick? Is that what it's about?
Oh my. That's so
Actually, no, I
crazy.
agree. I think that's what it's about. I think that makes the most sense out of all our options.
Sharpen your swords. That's all I know.
Wait, say it to go through it again. I want to.
Okay. Brothers, I am calling from the Valley of Kings with nothing to atone. A dark march lies ahead. Together we will ride like thunder from the sky. May your sword stay wet like a young girl in her prime. Hold your hammers high. I think it's the Drake and Kendrick beat
Is this
too. I
talking
think
about
that's,
like
I think that's what it is.
the losing of someone's virginity or something? Like, because there's definitely sexual innuendos in there multiple times.
Yeah, because I mean, it's
So-
you said
From
it's
the
like
Valley
metal.
of Kings.
Well, the Valley of Kings is not like I don't know.
I feel
where
like
that's placing it.
This is a valley right here.
Maybe they're going out on the night, and they're like, he's giving a pep talk to the homies, like, "Yo, we're gonna get some."
Before going to Northgate.
Yeah, I guess, bro. They're about to go out,
No,
and they're like,
that's
"Yo, we gotta work
real.
together. Get your wingman on. You know,
Get your sword wet.
get your sword wet." Maybe that's what the whole point was. Maybe the whole thing was like a sexual innuendo.
Well, the sword
It's
wet
like,
could also be like with like blood and like a young girl in her prime or whatever having periods. I don't know why I didn't.
I think it's about the Drake and
dots.
Kendrick beef. Just saying.
No, I feel like it's
'Cause,
kind of like,
with the wetness, the blood, periods, and the fact that women do have menopause and eventually are not like having periods anymore.
I think it's
That makes sense.
Oh,
think it's
okay. Maybe
definitely-
it's
So
not as
it
weird as I
might-
think it is. Actually,
Yeah, maybe it's not as weird or sexual as
I
we
think it's
it
definitely
is.
a sexual
But the
innuendo.
hammers thing, I still am confused about at the end.
hold your hammers high.
Hold your hammers high, because I mean that's another name for the. You know,
It's definitely sexual innuendo. Because I mean, like, bro, it's like Big Green Tractor by Jason Aldean, bro. That whole song is sexual innuendo. I used to listen to that song when I was like 5, dude, and be like,
He was like, "This is
Big
so."
Green Tractor. This is fire.
We can go slow. We can
My
go
mom
faster.
listened to it with me. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about
I can't
that.
remember the name of the song.
Just so y'all know, this is a real song. It's by Man of War. It's called "Hail and Kill." I just want to throw that out there. I'm not making this up.
Before we move on, there's a song by Garth Brooks. I can't remember the name of the song. I want to say it's That Summer, but that song, you should look up the lyrics for.
Okay.
In fact, I'll do it while you.
Okay. I'll read out this next one. All right. I finally found you, my personal slaughter. As an appetizer, I'll let you taste my daughter.
That's the next lyrics in the same song.
Some Jeffrey Epstein.
What's the
stuff.
next lyrics?
I was asking.
That's a different song, I
It's a
think.
different
No,
song?
this is a different song.
Oh my goodness.
Read it again.
I finally found you, my personal slaughter. As an appetizer, I'll let you taste my daughter.
Vampires. One thing that's all I'm gonna say. I feel like
Sacrifice?
It's vampires.
Question mark.
This song actually does have like a lot, like it actually does mean something, but I'd rather just joke around because I don't want to.
I feel like it's vampires. I feel like that's the only way that could not sound terrible.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it is actually about a cannibal.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like that's actually what it's
Like,
about.
oddly enough, it does make me feel bad.
That's a little bit better, honestly.
Like genuinely, because like the whole first verse is about like saying "rip out my organs and lick them" or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah, they go crazy on that one. Now this one I actually don't know the meaning of because it's super weird. Oh, by the way, that last song was by Bloodbath. It's called "Eaten."
Eaten? Like
Yeah, eaten. Like
Okay.
eaten, like as in past tense. I've been eaten.
Oh.
Okay, so this one's so weird. Would you like another Jesus? Watch an angel fuck your wife.
Would you what?
Would you like another Jesus? Watch an angel fuck your wife.
I'm not sure that's what happened, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's some cuck action right there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that one's weird.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
like
a little
one.
wild. I don't know what else could I
I feel like
mean.
that, like the person that wrote that was like just like trying to stir up something that would
Yeah.
be like something that people would be like, oh, you can't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he was just singing to his homie that just letting his homie know that he wants him to cook while he fucks his wife. I think that's what he's talking about.
He's like, hey, homie, you're an angel. I want you.
I want you to fuck him. I want your genes. You're an NBA. You can make NBA babies, right? I want you and my wife. I'm keeping a kid though. NBA chicks.
My kid.
Maybe
Anyways,
what
all
it
right,
is.
that's all that I had written down. So we don't.
Okay, wait.
And that's a song by Artillery called "Let There Be Sin."
Yeah, that's some wild stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna read through practically the whole song just because there's parts and like multiple parts of the song.
Are we gonna try and find the true meaning behind these two or no?
I think it's probably obvious.
Out of those three that you just said,
Well, no, out of the one that you're
this,
writing. Yeah. out of that.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious once I read through the whole thing.
Okay.
But I went to work for her that summer, a teenage kid so far from home.
Oh.
When she was a lonely widow woman, hell bent to make it on her own.
Hold on. Let's back up. I'm already confused. Okay. They said they're a teenage girl.
No,
No?
teenage kid.
Teenage
Kid.
boy.
Kid.
I think it's a teenage boy.
It said-
Okay, but
wait,
they're also-
I'll start over. I went to work for her that summer, a teenage kid so far from home.
Okay. So you're the person writing is the teenage kid.
Correct.
Okay.
She was a lonely widow woman, hell bent to make it on her own. We were 1,000 miles from nowhere, wheat fields as far as I could see, both needing something from each other, not knowing yet what that might be.
Okay, so this is a grooming story.
Yes.
That's what this is. That's
Yeah. So this is Garth Brooks. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Are you sure this isn't by Drake?
That's crazy.
I'm just gonna hold up. I want to read some specific lines that like really clue you into things. both needing something from each other, not knowing yet what that might be, till she came to me one evening, hot cup of coffee and a smile, in a dress that I was certain she hadn't worn in quite a while.
Personally, I wear that dress often. I'm just saying.
Oh my. There was a soft, or sorry, I'm messed up. There was a difference in her laughter. There was a softness in her eyes. And on the air, there was a hunger even a boy could recognize.
Okay.
And then that's the chorus.
This just keeps getting worse.
Okay. I'm skipping the chorus. If y'all want to listen yourselves, y'all can. I don't care. That summer wind was all around me.
You can take a ride.
That one's like really obvious though. That summer wind was all around me, nothing between us but the night. When I told her that I'd never, she softly whispered, "That's all right." And then I watched her hands of leather turn to velvet in a touch.
Wow. Yeah,
There's never been another summer when I've ever learned so much.
Jeez. God.
Yep. Took me to school.
Yeah.
I often think about that summer, the sweat, the moonlight, and the lace, and I have rarely held another when I haven't seen her face. And every time I pass a wheat field and watch it dancing with the wind, although I know it isn't real, I just can't help but feel her hungry arms again. So that last little bit where it says, although I know it isn't real, kind of like clues me to be like, this is something that like, it was like a fling type thing, or it could have been like, this is like a wet dream he had. So I'm confused as to which it is.
I'll be honest. I think the true meaning is it actually happened.
I think so too.
But the thing about
hey, y'all want Cordell on the podcast? Just FaceTiming me.
Do it, bro.
Might as well.
Hey, Cordell, you're on speaker and on the podcast with Chad and Jacob. You want to say anything to the people? No? All right, well then I'll call you back later, Hoey. Love you, Hoey. Bye.
That was funny, bro.
He was like, no. He didn't even say hi, dude.
I know, he didn't even say hi to y'all.
Anything. He just
yeah.
That's funny.
Very
no, dude, it definitely actually happened, but they're saying that it was a fling. And that makes me even more uncomfortable. I'll be honest, brother.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I know that it is weird. Yes, it is weird. But like, I feel like it happens a lot more often than we think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad he expressed himself through
Well, dude, there's
music.
been multiple times when like my friends were, well, I guess they weren't really friends. Like people I was in school with, you know, they'd be like, oh, I got this girl texting me. She's like 20. Okay, bro. Call the cops.
Well, like,
okay,
yeah.
bro.
But like to them, it's like a thing of pride. But like,
Well, yeah. I mean, if as a young boy having a 20-year-old's
yeah,
attention is great, but
it's definitely weird though.
no, it is definitely weird. And I mean, it's weird on her part. The boy is expected to act that way. I mean, but
That's crazy, bro. Learned
remember-
so
and
much
vice versa.
that summer.
I remember when it was such a
crazy.
big like meme where like people would like post like pictures of like the students and their like the teacher that they were with, you know what I mean? And every time it would be a bunch of people like guys in the comments are like, big up, homie, let's go. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
We're like, let's go, bro. He made it. We did it. Like, okay, bro.
like, I've never
That's
really
crazy.
found any teachers attractive. Like, there's only one actually. That's a lie. I found one teacher.
Who was the
attractive.
one? Are you sure you want to put that out there before you answer?
Yes, I do.
You shouldn't have shot right now. This is it.
I am taken, and I will be taken forever. But Miss Brewer, back in middle school, I don't know what she looks like now, so don't. Yeah, but Miss Brewer from middle school math class in Davila.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think I ever met them, so I got no
I don't
comment.
think we went to
We
the
have
same
no
middle
idea.
schools. None of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
But so y'all don't know who I'm talking about. But
What does she teach again?
math.
It's usually the math teachers.
That's what I was thinking.
They have to make it interesting somehow.
Usually the
you know?
math teachers that are always too friendly. Yeah.
No, she was never too friendly or anything. In fact, she was like the opposite. But
And that's
she
what
was
you wanted.
it's STEM.
crazy.
It's the STEM teachers. That's what it is.
Yeah, the step teacher. No, but she was just. I mean, she was just like normal. I don't know.
But
Yeah.
I say that, but our English teacher at collegiate
Yeah.
was the
Oh my
was the
gosh.
one. He was the, yeah, we don't need to say his name.
English teacher.
Let's just move on real quick.
Yeah, let's move on to that.
I don't even want to think about that.
But anyways, I have one more segment. We can just do one of them.
Okay.
But it's called. 1 second. It just totally slipped my mouth. Mount Rushmore.
Can we talk about how small his phone is?
It's not that small.
Okay,
bro.
it's
like,
it's.
Look at
Look,
the size.
to be fair, look.
This
at the
is
size
not my
difference.
phone. I usually use my other phone. I dropped in a pool.
That we use because I have an SE as well, and we use that one to record our TikToks. So like, stop hating, bro.
They're valid.
I'm hating.
Stop hating, bro. Stop it.
I got like a iPhone like 14 in there. It's been dropped in water.
No.
Yeah.
It's
That's
tough.
unfortunate. I hardly ever drop my phone. This is an X. I've had it since it came out.
I raw dogged the no case style, no case life. Yes, sir.
I've got to have my clear case turned brown with my Dum Dums wrapper in it. And this like little heart that says Ryan plus Jacob on it is from one of my friends from my first semester at Sam.
I dare you to lick your case, the brown part of your case, on the inside.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
He's like, no. That's
You know
cool.
how many like ancestors you'd be picking out of there by doing that?
But I got okay. So
Wait, what's the name
Mount
of the segment?
Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
So it's just your top 4 of whatever subject, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do movies, and they don't necessarily have to be like your favorite movies, but like something that's or like something that's just influential and something like that you think that's influential, or it can just be your top 4 favorite movies.
So I think personally, I would go with just because recently it's been like, I don't know, it's been kind of like the style, the cinematography style that I want to go with as far as like short films and stuff.
Yeah,
The Peanut Butter Falcon.
The peanut
it's
butter falcon.
It's a good movie.
I don't think I've
You
ever
know
heard
what I'm
of
talking
that.
about?
Yeah, I
It's
haven't-
Shia LaBeouf, and he's not even necessarily the main character. He's like there's 2 main characters. I mean, there's
Yeah.
not one over the other, but a special needs or autistic guy gets out of his nursing home essentially, and is on the run from the nursing home. So he's a missing person, and Shia LaBeouf's character is broke and like did a whole bunch of dumb things, blowing up people's crabbing stuff. I don't know. People want him like dead essentially, but
Yeah,
the lady that's trying to find him, the kid, like finds both of them together because they, got
Yeah.
together, and now like they're on the run together or whatever, and they're like trudging through. Like there's so many good movie clips from the movie
Yeah.
that are just like
iconic. Yeah,
like,
I mean,
what's rule number 1? Do you remember that?
no.
Party.
Party.
He always says
Yeah.
party.
It's been a while since I've watched the movie. I
It's
saw it was on
such a
Netflix.
good movie.
I saw it was on Netflix. So I was like, I need to rewatch it, but it's been so long
one of the
since
like
I've watched
boys
it.
will be boys movies. It's like
Okay, so is that your number 1?
I would say that's my number 1 at the moment. And then I would say, because I haven't seen Dune 2 yet, I'm going to say Dune would be a second. And then Blazing Saddles.
I don't think
I've heard of that one
watched
either.
that one.
Oh, it's an older movie. And it's a comedy.
Okay.
It's more like
I
a
think I have.
slapstick type of comedy.
I think I have watched it. I think I might have watched like parts of it, but it's
They
been
make
a
lots of
while.
racist jokes, and like it's like very much like, I don't know. It was pretty good, pretty big for its age.
Yeah, I
say
think I've definitely heard of the name.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles. It's really good. Y'all should watch it. And then 4th, gosh, who would I give that face on the mountain to?
Oh, that's why it's called Mount Rushmore. I was thinking this whole time, I was like, Everest is like the biggest mountain. Why aren't we using that one?
Yeah,
No, the
Rushmore,
I
'cause it's
completely
four
forgot that it has the
faces.
faces on it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Oppenheimer was really, really good. I personally don't want to put it at that spot. You know what? I'm gonna replace it with Barbie. The Barbie movie was great. No. I'm gonna exclusively put the first half of the Barbie movie because like halfway through, it went from like funny, lighthearted stuff to like real serious, and it was like a really, really obvious change in everything. And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not here for that. Like,
Honestly, I liked all
I'm here
of
for
it.
Ryan Gosling being funny. Like, actually, scratch all that. Fall Guy's in fourth place.
Okay.
Fall Guy was fantastic.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I've only played the game, which I know has nothing to do with the movie, but I'm sorry, do you mind
But
tapping that real quick?
Ryan Reynolds is a goat, so
I'm gonna replace the the pop filter on that now, bro. He's been deep throating it this whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Every 5 minutes he's like, oh. That's crazy. Anyways,
I didn't even notice.
so I think my number 4 is gonna go to. Oh my goodness, I lost it. I'll just go with Knives Out. I really like Knives Out. That's such a fun movie,
movie.
bro. I love it. It's one of the best movies. And my number 3 is gonna be Knives Out too. I'm not gonna lie. The second one's really good, bro. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the second one.
I like the second one more, but I couldn't tell you why. I just do. But like the first one is just like, I feel like the first one like hit harder the first time I watched it, but the second one inspired me more. I don't know.
It just made me think of like one of my movies. I gotta switch mine out now.
No, I feel that. And then, so my top 2, and I've talked about these multiple times, and it's because they are like, they're the only movies that I've watched that has made me feel so much in one sitting. Like literally from crying to laughing to everything that you could possibly want from a movie. And it's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is number 2.
Yes.
And then and then number 1 is The Suicide Squad, which I know they're both by James Gunn, but The Suicide Squad, the second one, is like, I don't know what it is, bro, but just something about that movie just it hits in a completely different way. And the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is also like, obviously that one's
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 like actually had me crying. It's
Yeah.
so crazy.
I haven't watched either of those.
It's like the first time I cried in a movie for like years.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen The Suicide Squad, the second one, or no?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You should
I know
give it-
for sure. I have vivid memories of the first one.
Yeah. Well, you should
But-
give the second one a try because you can see because that one was made before Volume 3, and you can see like the James Gunn feel. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely it's worth it, bro. And that movie, I don't know, bro. There's a part at the end that like even just thinking about it gives me chills throughout my entire body. So there's a character in the movie named Ratcatcher, and her dad.
Ratcatcher.
Yeah,
heard of
that's her
that.
name. Or is it Rat? I don't remember. It's something Rat Master or something like that. And she
Bastard.
she's like it's kind of like a flashback to when her dad is like talking to her, and her dad is like explaining why he chose rats. She asks him, she's like, why rats? Like if you can control any creature, why did you choose rats? And he was like, because if there's hope for the most despised creature, there's hope for us all. And that part, it hits, dude.
Bro,
It hits.
that's crazy.
It's
That does hit.
such a good movie, dude.
I was actually thinking more along the lines of they're everywhere. I mean,
Yeah, I
they're
mean,
in the
yeah, there's
city,
that
they're on
too,
the
but-
countryside. They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
The
everywhere.
only place they wouldn't be would be the sea unless they're dead.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. That movie, it's really good. Anyways,
I have to watch both of them. I haven't watched either of them. I'm not gonna lie.
seen that
it's worth it, dude.
But
It's so worth it.
because I would definitely have remembered some rat lady.
no, y'all got good ones so
Control
far,
and
man.
Splinter.
Like, and none of mine are like any of the same as y'all's. But my number
not judging.
one is Hacksaw Ridge.
Okay,
It's a great movie.
Really good.
Have either of y'all seen it?
I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen the full thing.
Dude, you should give it a watch.
1917. I've seen the full thing multiple times.
Bro. Dude, Hacksaw Ridge. Andrew Garfield did a great job. I want to say that like first off, but it just hits like all the spots for me because it's like a true story. It's war. It's action. It's romance, drama. It's like and a little bit of comedy too. It just hits every box for me. Why you do that? Why you gonna throw me off? No, I was playing, but no, it just hits every box for me. So that's like that's my number one movie. I could rewatch it I've probably watched it like 10 times. I could rewatch it again any day.
Can I ask you something? 1917, is that one where it's like the whole movie's like
One shot.
on like a and it's like on like a countdown essentially?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Okay.
I haven't watched
that's
that
what I thought it
one.
was.
It's really good.
I'll give that one a watch.
That was the first like legit war movie that my dad and I sat down and watched, and that one was like I'll never forget that. That one just affects you. It's like it's hard to explain, but
they do such a good job at like the actors.
Yeah.
Like I don't
I feel
know
like
if
it's
they
not
won any
romanticized.
awards, but they need to.
Yeah.
Because that was just a lot of work on them in general. But like, I don't know. It makes you feel something.
Well, something I've heard about is like a lot of war movies will like kind of romanticize war a little bit.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about that one is like it's very obviously meant to put you closer to being in the shoes of that and understanding that it's not.
I would give that.
It's
one a
not
watch.
just a great thing. It
Crazy.
hurts. It's
Yeah.
bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's what Hacksaw Ridge did like a really good job of because like it's like the first half of the movie you're not even like in the battlefield yet, but whenever he gets to the battlefield, like you're in it and you're seeing like all the different kind of stuff. I mean, of course, it's kind of like played down a little bit, but literally like there's one part where there's like this guy where he thinks he's blind. He's like he goes up to this guy and like. Pretty much the whole thing is like he saves a bunch of people from like the battlefield when everybody else just left them to die. But he comes up to one guy and he's like, I can't see, I'm blind. And then like all he does is just pour some water on his face and wipe his face off and he could see again. But it was just because of all the smut and like blood that was on his face. He couldn't see.
Yeah.
Like I was like, bro, that's crazy.
Wait, is that the same movie where that one movie clip is from that like the guy is sitting there and he has no arm and he like his head is all bandaged up and he can't see anything and like all his like his mates around him are like don't tell him that he lost his arm and then he's like give it to me straight.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It might be.
You know that might be that Tank movie. Now that I think about it.
No, I don't think it's that one. I don't think it's that one. But like it's like pretty good. There's also like a good like religious part of it too, because like he chooses to not use a firearm because of like his religion. And then also he's had incidents and stuff like that with him like in his childhood. So like it's just a crazy story and it's a true story. So that's why it's top tier for me. But my second one, Karate Kid.
Which one?
The first one, the first like original Karate Kid.
Not Jaden Smith.
Yeah, not Jaden Smith.
Okay.
Jaden Smith,
Good.
like don't get me wrong,
I'll
I'll watch that one.
Page.
I'll watch that one.
I
but
watch
it's
it
not-
just purely for Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I watch it just for the song that he did with Justin Bieber. I don't remember what it's called, but anyways,
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Imagine they put that in there.
that would
That would
actually
actually
would've-
been slapped.
yeah, that would have been a slap.
So hard.
Yeah.
But no, like no, the original one, it's great, bro. I can like rewatch it over and over again. Same with Hacksaw Ridge, I could rewatch it over and over again. And then my third one, Murder on the Orient
Oriental
Express?
All right.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, that's a good
Dude,
one. I
it
think you would
is-
enjoy that one too. It's
I've
definitely
seen
got a
parts of it,
style.
but I haven't
It's
seen it.
like the top tier of like mystery. Like it's
My parents have seen it like multiple times, and like I'll walk into the living room and they're just watching it, and I'll continue doing
And they-
whatever I'm doing, and I'll like go in the kitchen or whatever.
and there's a series of it. There's like Death on the Nile.
I
and
didn't
then
know
there's-
that.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. I'm
Really?
pretty sure.
Oh,
There's-
really?
I had
Yeah,
no
and it's
clue.
all the same detective that does him.
It's
So
like
like,
Pink Panther.
yeah, pretty yeah. But you know, it's such a good movie, such a good mystery. Like honestly, that one out of like all my top, like I've only watched it once, but like just because you were talking about like the Knives Out and stuff like that, I don't know, it made me think of that one for some reason. But then I guess my fourth one, I'm gonna give it to Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
Just to cover the comedy section, because that's like I love comedy, and Adam Sandler is top tier, and like that's one of his best movies in my opinion.
Yeah.
That was before he made his own studio.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought that was a
'Cause
Happy
he-
Madison.
No, he actually he took the name from that film.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then made his studio where he just keeps his friends, in business and keeps them above
Speaking
the line.
of, have you seen that he'd made a deal with Netflix?
I have not.
He has like exclusive movies with Netflix now, and one of them is this turtle animated movie that's actually really, really good.
Dude, he makes everything he makes is crazy, bro. Like Hotel Transylvania, bro.
Yeah, that was good.
That's a goated
I know.
It's a goated.
Have you all seen the ones after the first one? Because I haven't.
Yeah,
I've watched like this. I think I've watched some of them.
I've seen all of them.
But
Are they
the
good?
first
Are
one,
like the rest of them good?
Yeah.
I need to give them like an actual.
The third
watch
one's
list.
like you watch it and you're just watching it just because it's Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah.
But it's a little far fetched. I wouldn't say that like you would watch it as a standalone movie
Yeah, I understand.
if you didn't watch the first two.
But he just also had a special on Netflix. I think it was like a live recorded special too. But it was really good. He did a really good job. And he did like at the end was like the best part because he did like a song that was just like for all the different like influential comedians, and it was beautiful. I was like, damn, I need Adam Sandler as a feature.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Actually, that'd be really cool.
But he would like I've never really I've watched his comedy, but most people just know him for his movies. But like that was like so he was so funny and he did such a good job.
It could be like Jamie Foxx on Kanye's song. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I was talking about.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh my goodness, dude! I can't
I
remember
don't
how it
listen
goes.
to rap really.
I mean, that's then you won't. Well, actually, you probably would because it's on a lot of TikToks, but I can't remember what it is. But anyways,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Adam Sandler's a goat.
yeah,
I would love to.
unequivocally.
And then he also did Uncut Gems, which is like a dramatic role, and he did pretty good.
He's
with
really
that.
good in that. Actually, I think that's the first time because he's done more like legit acting roles since then too.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
He's done a few others. There's a basketball one. I forgot what it was called. But he played like a basketball coach for like some kid. I don't remember what it was called. But that was a really good movie too. So he's played more serious roles. He's a good actor. He's just good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you have any more Mount Rushmores you want to do before we call it?
I think we should call it because I'm pretty sure we probably got close to like 2 hours at this point.
Oh, probably.
Honestly, that's
I'm not
fine.
gonna lie.
It's probably an hour.
But
Really?
Hour and a half, I think.
Hour and a half, probably.
Hour and a half.
I mean, we could do one more.
Yeah,
I have
I'm
one
down-
more
I'm down
set
for
up.
more.
I had one more. Mount Rushmore of what was I gonna say? Mount Rushmore of cereal mascots.
So, what's his name? Jerry Seinfeld just made a movie not too long
Yeah.
ago about the invention of the Pop-Tart.
Really?
And there was a whole bunch of cereal companies and everything and all their mascots in the films.
actually,
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
that's
like
cool.
Kellogg's is like the main thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Tony for sure, the first one.
You gotta have them in
Captain
there.
Crunch. And then the wolf from the cookie.
the cookie one,
The Cookie Crisps.
Yeah.
Bro, yours is gonna be the same as mine. I swear, if you say this last one the same, bro.
What is it called? Is it a parrot? From the Fruit Loops?
Yeah, I think he's a parrot.
Yeah. that one.
Okay. Well,
Ours is almost the exact same.
you know what's crazy? My number one is the wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause every time I
just,
see,
I just
like-
set them all four. Honestly, they're all kind of equivalent.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that one's over the other.
Well, the only reason why I say number one is because every time that I see like the cookie cereal, I don't think the cereal. I don't think the cookies in the bowl.
Think of the wolf.
I think the wolf. That's the first thing that comes to my head.
Me
dude.
too.
But obviously,
Hashtag
Tony
me
has
too.
to be on there. Everybody knows him. Even like across the world, people know him.
Yeah.
He's
Tony the
he's him.
Tiger, bro.
Because they're
He's
great.
cereal version of him.
It's
That was
great.
a weird flash. But I think for my number 3 spot is going to go to the Leprechaun for Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
And
Is that your other
but
one?
The thing is, it's not just the Leprechaun. It's also the kettle. They
kettle.
have to, it's the
The pot.
combo, dude.
The
It's not
pot.
just the
Yeah.
Leprechaun. They have to go together, bro.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't hit as much. And then for my fourth
Keebler.
one, I'm going to go with. There's one that you said that I was going to steal, but I can't remember. Never mind. I'm going to go with Cinnamon Toast Crunch because their mascot is literally just Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and that's going to drive me nuts.
That is the like the most upfront.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
One
it's
that
just
they're-
straight up just the cereal. That's the
Yeah.
mascot.
Yeah.
But alrighty, ours is going to be very close to,
Okay.
to very similar. I'm gonna take the wolf too.
Okay.
Infamous, bro. Like you can't, like you said, you can't look at the cereal and not like if you get like an off-brand version of it, all you still think of is the wolf. But and then Tony the Tiger. I think the light's ready for us to be done too.
Yeah, the light's
Still in stock. It's
Morse
wrap it
code.
up.
Yeah, Tony
Go ahead.
Tony the Tiger. Captain Crunch, which apparently he's not even actually a captain. He's like a lieutenant.
Yeah.
He's a captain to me. Captain Crunch, even though it tears up the roof of your mouth, it's still busting. And then mine, Fred Flintstone from the Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles.
Okay.
Because it takes both. It is both. Like he has both of those on lock.
Really is. Now
is going wild.
All
Oh,
right, guys,
God, dude.
wrap it up.
No, because he has both of those on lock. He both has Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles. In my opinion, those are A tier, S tier cereals. But I think we're done. I think that's it.
I do want to say just really quick, shout out to Jacob for coming here. I do want to show
dude.
you really quick. He started a clothing brand, and I think he does really cool
Here, I can show mine as
designs.
well.
He's got on the shirt. I've got on the jacket.
This is only one design.
They are Christian branded, but I mean, honestly, they just look cool in general. So even if you aren't, it does
Bro,
not
look like
matter.
we're shooting a music video now.
And I'm just gonna turn this off, bro. This is gonna go crazy.
We'll just be in the dark.
But I do appreciate y'all all locking in and sitting through this. The 3 people that do watch it, and we'll see you in the
We'll
next
see you
one.
the next one, dude. Appreciate you
Peace.
for watching. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you again for being here.
Yes, sir.
Uh.
Woo!